How much walking do you need until 10% body fat? Would you believe that I got from this to this just by walking? I'm going to break down exactly how I went from overweight and totally out of shape to shredded using mostly walking as a main strategy. I'm gonna give 4 pieces of advices that I suggest using on how to incorporate walking to reach 10% body fat or less, or getting shredded, or whatever weight loss you have in mind, because I love answering your questions. If you have any question in mind, please don't hesitate to leave in the comment section down below, or reach me through my Instagram, whatever is easier for you. So if you like this kind of content, click the like button, save this video in a playlist for future reference, and share it with your friends or with those you think will benefit from it. And if you are new to the channel, consider to subscribe. Click the subscribe button and activate the bell for more awesome videos. You don't need to be scared of cardio. Walking is a great cardiovascular exercise, but before giving you the advice, you need to understand the concept of cardio. Cardio is any type of exercise that gets your heart rate up and keep it up for a prolonged period of time. Your respiratory system are working harder than the last time, as Greg Doucette usually said. No, that's not what she said. This is what Greg said. Harder until you start breathing faster and way deeper. This is what she said. Now that you understand what cardio is, we also have another warning. You also need to understand the concept of calorie deficit to ensure walking works well for fat loss. If you haven't watched my previous 2 videos yet, I encourage to watch any of these 2 videos after you finish this one. So don't go just yet, finish this video first, it will be of benefit for you, and then go and check these 2 videos. I leave the link in the description for you. By watching these videos, you will understand the concept of calorie deficit and how important this is for fat loss. And also you will learn how to calculate your calories and how to set your macronutrients for optimal results and for your particular goal. Back at it. Tip number 1. Try to walk at least 10,000 steps every day. So you need to track your daily step count. So get a tracker to ensure you're walking at least 10,000 steps a day. However, if you have any particular health issue or conditions, please ask your doctor. I'm not a doctor, I'm just a coach. So ask your doctor if this activity is suitable for you and your health. So in order for you to reach at least 10,000 steps, these steps will involve everything regarding walking. Walking to your car, walking to work, walking to the supermarket. If you go with your car, try to park far away so you can add additional steps, or walking to any other destination. So try to walk as much as you can. You will get used to it, and at some point you won't find it hard. That's not what she said. Even when walking your dog, these steps count. By tracking your steps, you will be able to know if you are being compliant with this particular goal. In my particular case, I try to make at least 1,000, 2,000 steps before going to work.
How I do it?
Well, I take my dog for a walk, and this adds me around 1,500 to 2,000 steps. Then in my lunch break, I take around 25 minutes, 20 minutes, something around that, and I walk another 2,000 to 3,000 steps. I try to walk a little bit faster in lunchtime so I can take advantage of the time. Then when I go to the supermarket, I park far away, so I add another 1,000 steps. Then when I get back home, I take my dog and we're going for a 1-hour walk, and that usually completes all my steps. Otherwise, I just finish them just before bed by walking another 10 minutes, 15 minutes with my dog. Anyway, I have to take him out because. Tip number 2. How to use the treadmill to get shredded or a 10% body fat or even less. I'm going to explain exactly how and when to use it. This information is not only research based but also is an anecdote based on my own experience with me and my clients. Back at it. This method will assist the calorie deficit to be more efficient without restricting yourself from delicious meals, as this will increase the calories expenditure. Remember, if you are not spending more calories than the amount of calories you are consuming, then most likely there won't be any progress when it comes to fat loss or weight loss. I particularly use the treadmill before and after working out. I do around 10 minutes nice and slowly to warm up before hitting the weight and start pumping iron. And then I walk another 10 minutes post-workout. As soon as I finish my workout, I jump on the treadmill and walk for another 10 minutes. Nice and slowly as well. I just try to keep it a little bit more intense than the first 10 minutes before my workout as a great finisher for my session. Now, tip number 3. This is a very important one. Intensity for more efficiency and more effectiveness. If you want to spend more calories in a shorter amount of time, you need to make the walk way more efficient. But don't worry, it is possible. You can walk uphill either outdoor or at the gym on the treadmill. You add some degree of inclination and try to speed up at least a bit so you walk faster. You will be able to spend more calories in the same period of time as if you were walking flat and slowly. If you are using the treadmill, avoid using the handrails and walk nice and free. You might also want to include some sprints from time to time. Similar concept than HIIT, which stands for high intensity interval training, a cardiovascular exercise strategy altering short periods of intense aerobic exercise with less intensive recovery periods. However, I suggest to implement HIIT down the track. After a few weeks, you have been walking, particularly when you start facing some kind of plateau. Hey, if you didn't know, walking is a relatively low impact, less stress as well. Focus on an intensity level where you find yourself breathing deeper and feel your body temperature rising. That's a great goal when walking. Don't rely on the treadmill for calorie tracking. Treadmill will report way more calories than the actual calories you are spending. So please don't even care about it. Instead, try to use a tracker. This is way more effective. Finally, the fourth and the last tip. Click the like button and subscribe to the channel. No, that wasn't the tip, but click and subscribe. The fourth tip is progressive overload. We have spoken about progressive overload in my previous videos, so I'm not getting into the details about how to implement it when it comes to walking. After some weeks of walking, start adding more steps on a daily basis. After 3 or 4 weeks walking 10,000 steps, try to start 11 or 12,000 steps a day and keep that number for perhaps 2 or 3 weeks. Then add a little bit more. Maybe you can reach 15,000 steps a day. And week after week, start adding 1,000 steps a day until you find that is way too much. And then you can have a deload week where you can get back to your 10,000 steps and start building your steps up all the way from the beginning. I recommend increasing the steps when one starts facing a plateau phase when it comes to weight loss. I don't recommend to add any further steps if the weight loss progress is going well. If you are losing body fat every week by walking 10,000 steps, it doesn't make sense to me at this stage to increase the steps. Keep it like it is. Once you feel there is not much progress or no progress at all, start adding those extra 1,000 steps. What you're going to do is increase your calories expenditure, so your calorie deficit will be higher, even though you're still eating the same amount of calories. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave it in the comment section. I will be more than happy to get back to you with any further clarification. Remember, if you like this episode, click the like button, and if you really like it, click the subscribe button and activate the bell. To subscribe to my channel, click here, or for more videos, click here or here, and I'll see you over there. Catch you later!